So we're gonna start the day with race one, the Country Squire Handicap, and it goes 9 furlongs for non-winners of 3, rated 55 and lower. And you're gonna jump with a horse that's in form, Kobia, number one, Heroes Days. I am gonna look elsewhere, but I respect him.
Heroes Day, I simply can't look any further. From the time entries came out, I said this is winner of number one. Heroes Day, when I look at him, especially when I look at his last start, where he faced a deeper field consisting of Life is Great, consisting of Queen Justina, and some other horses such as Drogon, Derby winner Papillon. I can see the spoiled child was in this race, as well as I Told You So. When these horses kicked for home, Heroes Day had them dead. With about 2 to go, I saw he swung a little bit wide. Maybe that's a bit of a jockey error. I can't get in between that. But this horse had everyone for dead coming from home. As we remove
Yeah,
about 90% of these horses and put him back with an easier field, I don't see anyone beating this horse. Fantastic Shante does deserve a shot, but it's if she loads tomorrow.
I think that Heroes Day definitely is, as I said, I respect him. I think the last race, I was wondering where it came from. Two back, he won a non-winners of 2, controlled it, much softer field, stepped up last time, and I was very impressed with the way he ran. And what was it, like a 60 and lower? It was a 55 and lower. So
I
I'm really
agree.
impressed with that. But I think like Fantastic Shantae is just prime. She again, class of the field, rated 50, one of the highest rateds in the field, and she gets a really good trip. I thought she was going to be, one dimensional the way that she started her career, but we're going to kind of race that she finished a little lower down the board. She beat Heroes Day in this field, as you saw. Heroes Day is about to be passed. I think this is a horse that can sit off Heroes Day, get a really good trip with Daniel claiming to 125. And yes, Heroes Day is also going to claim and get a big weight break from Fantastic Shantae, but I just think the caliber of horses that these two are, I like Fantastic Shantae a lot. I think when she came off the bench earlier this year in January and won, she's stepped up and run pretty solid races. Not winning, but run pretty solid races. And now she goes into this condition race of non-winners of 3. She might be the best 2-time winner in this field. And then you agree also with
Okay.
Mandarin Oriental off the bench. Ricky Walker gets on. What do you think there?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes when I'm a bit lost in races, I look for whatever Ricky's riding and I go with him. I think Ricky is the best rider at the Garrison, bar none. But
Right.
when I look at Mandarin Oriental's past efforts, I do think he merits a chance. Is to see if he can replicate that effort once again. And I think if he does, he can hit the board. Coming off of the bench, as they say, a race is way more challenging than any kind of training you can do. So a big question mark lays there from the layoff. But if this horse is anything of what he used to be, I think he's going to be there just about.
Yeah, when you look through his form, like you see Valiant and Nostradasa. So it's Triple Crown season, and he's coming back off the bench, and he's taking a bit more of a conservative approach to returning, but he's been hanging with the best 3-year-olds that we have. Again, he's stepping up with older horses, but I'm not too concerned about that. Held good company, held good form, and Ricky Walker gets on board. So I agree. I just think others are a bit more primed in this spot, but I have nothing negative to say also about Mandarin Oriental. So 4-1-2 for me in this spot.
Whereas 172 for me. Similar, but different enough.
But different enough.